Hello,
Hello.
how are you guys?
Well, yeah, I'm good. You're good. How are you?
I'm good too. So,
You're
all
very
right. Did you hear me? Am I
Yes,
clear?
yes.
Inaudible? All right. So, shall we get started?
Yeah, sure. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So, good evening, everyone. This is Mratula from the Indus Valley, presenting to you TIV's Kitchen, from our kitchen to yours, episode 3. This is a weekly live session where we'll have our guests who get to share their special recipes, magical kitchen hacks, and memorable kitchen experiences with us. And today it's going to be extra special because we have two doctors with us today. Uh, so if you guys are wondering what we're going to talk with the doctors, you will just know in a while. Alright, so first of all, I welcome Suhaima and Aisha Simran to the live session. Thank you so much for accepting the request of participating in the
Thank
show,
you
and
so
welcome.
much for inviting us over. This is our pleasure.
Thank you, it's our pleasure too. So let me introduce the guests for today. Ms. Suhaima, she's a BDS student from Mangalore. She was previously a teacher. She enjoys public speaking. She's interested in sports, co-curricular activities, photography and cinematography. She loves to eat, and also she's concentrating on mindful eating habits. Welcome, Suhaima.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
So next we have with us Aisha Simran. She's an MBBS intern. She's born in Kerala and she's brought up in Mangalore. She's interested in fashion and lifestyle. So these two strangers became best friends. We'll get to know how. And the consequence was food blogging. And today they have an Instagram page called Sweet Fox. You guys the viewers should definitely go and check that out. It is wonderful. We were quite impressed by their profile, and that is why we wanted them to participate in the show. So, as they are in the medical field, they consider food blogging as an easy escape from the serious world of clinical postings, I guess. That's what they have said to us. And they are passionate foodies who do consistent efforts to create content on just more than just food, right?
Yeah.
So, hearty welcome both of you to the show.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
Alright, so we'll just get started with the question. So, how did this journey start? Where did the inspiration come from to start food blogging, and how these two strangers became best friends and ended up in food blogging?
Okay, so we'll answer the latter question first. So we had a mutual friend, and we actually met over at a food place itself. We met at a cafe, and that's like one of Mangalore's favorite cafe drink club. That's how we like clicked because we had this passion for food. And this page is like very spontaneous. Like we didn't even plan. It was just like we had an Instagram profile where we used to put, our personal profiles where it is to share where all, where else we are going to eat and share. And then I saw this increased request for like please tell more details where it is, location, and what is the best food. And then we just thought why not just put it out there separately as a kind of compact, condensed place where you find everything, where to go and where to eat. And that's how this just began like that.
All right. So may I go to the next question?
Yes, sure.
Okay. What is your first food memory? Like from your childhood? Individually to both of you.
Just eating. I come from a very foodie family. Like we eat a lot, so I don't have like specific memory, but we just love eating. And like we come from South India, so things were like from fish to all these traditional. We have traditional dishes to have, and to continental and western, everything. So there was no like restriction to any specific cuisine or something. We just eat, and that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry? What?
That's it.
Okay. So tell me about how the Mangalorean food is different from the other regions. Like last week we had one person from Kerala. She was talking about how the spices differ, how there's one ingredient that is predominantly used in the food, right? So how is Mangalorean food different from the rest of the regions?
So like, as far as I know, like because I'm not a proper Mangalorean. Mangalore is famous for ghee roast. kori roti, and all these. Do you know what is kori roti? It's like
No,
papad like flakes, and you put some curry on it, curry like crispy papad like, and then you just put curry on it. Then you have ghee roast is another special dish you have. Now there is ghee roast version of everything, from chicken ghee roast to like even Maggi, ghee roast Maggi, ghee roast pizza, ghee roast burger. Like there is varieties and fusions of ghee roast, all over now in Bangalore. So ghee roast is
So
like
have you tried? So have you tried ghee roast Maggi? You were saying something. Is it available only in Bangalore?
We did ghee roast. We had ghee roast Maggi, burgers, pizza. I don't know, every possible combination which comes. We love to try because ghee roast is essentially our favorite thing to try. It's a specialty of Bangalore, and you should try.
Most of the Mangaloreans love ghee roast.
Yeah, it is a
That
must-have
is so nice.
if you are coming to Bangalore.
Okay, we are definitely interested in that ghee roast Maggi thing. Like, do you have that particular post in your feed, in your page, like where you went and tried that out?
Post about
A place
which served ghee roast Maggi and everything, like so whatever we're talking, we have had it and we have already posted about it, then we are talking about it.
Nice, that is so interesting. All right. So let's talk about the recipe that you tried out yesterday. Like, I guess some of our viewers must have seen the herbed grilled chicken. It looked yummy. And how did it taste? How did it come out?
It's tasty. Like, that recipe specifically I started because I was focusing on what I'm taking. Like, it's highly proteinaceous because it's fully chicken breast, and what ingredients I'm putting is very carefully chosen, and I try, like I am kind of focused on my how to eat and what healthy food I should have. So that was the focus, and I wanted to try it on cast iron pan because I've heard other food chefs and all, they're talking about how cast iron is really good for your health, and also the benefits on how traditionally if it is cooked it is more tastier. So yes, I could see some difference because the normal pan, the non-stick pan, and this had a texture difference, and I loved it. The recipe is very simple. It's marinade, adding a bit of oil, and then actually just letting it shallow fry. But yeah, the difference was there. I could literally make out because I used to have it constantly throughout my workout journey.
So was this recipe developed by you? Like, as you say, the spices that you used for marination, was it specifically?
See, there is a basic recipe which I think most of them know, and it's a thing. But then what I chose to put, I like continental herbs and spices, so I chose it according to my taste. But if I like that specific, I like oreganos too much, so I added a bit of more of that, and I love lemon juice. And the proper marination of that has to happen, otherwise it won't taste as good as it should be.
So share with us a tip, like how do you make the chicken juicier or something? Like, is there any tip specifically for marination?
Yeah, you should store, first when you're marinating, I would just suggest to keep it give some time for it to absorb, and and if you really feel if the chicken is too hard, thick, just press it against on your chopping board or something, and just flatten it so that it's evenly cooking. And you can add lemon and let it marinate for some time. The more the longer it marinates, the better it tastes. It will taste because the salt has to absorb, the lemon juices has to go inside, and kind of that's all I can say. That's very easy recipe to try, and I think anybody can do it. It's nothing.
And the video was very good, to be specific. We saw that and it really came out well. Yeah. So for those who did not see the recipe, kindly after the live session, check out the herbs grilled chicken recipe that was made in the cast iron grill pan. You should definitely try that out. All right. So can we go to rapid fire questions round?
Yes.
Okay. We are going to try something new. Like, if you're willing, can we swap the questions? I mean, I will ask you and you should answer for the other person, right? Just to see how well both of you understand each other, and we'll check with the other person if that's true or if that's right. Like, are you guys interested in that? Okay. So first we'll start with Suhaima. So you should not answer as Suhaima. You're going to answer as Aisha. All right? And then we're going to check with Aisha if that's true about her. What you say about her. All right? All right. So name one particular ingredient that she'll consciously avoid or eliminate even when the recipe calls for it.
I do. I am so cute.
All right.
She is, I know what she loves to add. She'll add lots of chocolates and sugar in her food. She's a sweet, she has a bigger sweet tooth, so she's gonna consciously add. I don't know what she's gonna consciously remove from it. Okay, maybe
Alright,
she'll
so-
avoid. I don't think anything else. Yeah, tell me what.
Yeah, there is nothing
She
like that.
nothing she will avoid. She's very.
Ingredient
Okay,
is-
okay. All right. Okay, so next question. What's the one kitchen equipment that she could not live without? Or in
That's
other
the
words,
question.
which is her favorite kitchen gadget? No. I'm asking you. You should answer for Aisha. Then we'll check with her if that's true.
I think she can't do without microwave because she is this easy cooking and like spontaneous food kind of person. So I think she can't do without microwave and a basic pan. So yeah, that's.
So is it true, Aisha?
Microwave and whipping machine.
Yeah,
Whipping.
microwave. I'm correct.
Correct. So okay, one. So no, two. Like for the other one also, it was right? Okay, actually I just missed out. Aisha, you should answer for Suhaima too, because it will go hand in hand. We'll just take with her. So answer the first question. Which one ingredient will she consciously avoid or eliminate for the recipe?
For sure, sugar.
Yes. Especially like.
So it's like north and south poles. She's adding sugar. I mean, she'll not miss out on sugar, and
no,
you'll
I-
eliminate
actually-
sugar.
Even I used to love eating desserts, but then consciously I'm avoiding sugar because it's just not so good for your health. Like I eat chocolates, I eat sugar, but then in a very I told you like how mindfully I want to take in my diet. Like I'm just avoiding wherever possible, unless it's a big day or something. Yeah.
Okay. So which is that one kitchen gadget that she wouldn't live without?
I think and
Yeah. I am a pan person. I like everything
she
shallow
stays
fry.
in a hostel, so there's no much thing.
Okay. Alright, so it's a pan. Okay. So next, Suhaima, you go first. What's Aisha's guilty food pleasure and why?
She'll binge eat chocolates or cakes or pastries. She'll binge eat all her night. She'll just sit. She'll order like I don't know from how many places. She'll sit and eat all of it, and that's she knows. She knows like because I keep talking about it, and she knows, and she'll still eat it.
Yeah, I guess it is true. We even saw your profile, and even one of your recent posts. I don't know. She has a milkshake or chocolate milkshake or something else, right? One of the recent posts. So it is absolutely true, right? So Aisha, what is Suhaima's guilty food pleasure and why?
Okay.
I
Answer
think
this.
chicken,
Yeah.
chicken,
Chicken.
anything in food, like tikkas
Yeah.
and all that. She loves
I'm a
to
big time hogger for like sucker for tikkas and kebabs. Like that's my favorite.
So okay. So you came up with the recipe and the recipe
Yeah.
video, right? Nice. Okay. What is something that Aisha would eat for a week straight? Again, pastries. Is it pastries?
I
Sugar?
don't know. She's not an only pastry person. She's also like I can say you ice cream or like chocolates, and she's like a condensed sweet ball. Like she's like full of sweet. And I'm more like spicier and like more of a food person. Like I'm not like eating junk. She's full of junk.
Okay. So Aisha, it's your turn. What is that one food that she would eat for a week straight?
I think it's in the
No.
Chicken?
Okay, like if I have to eat for a week, what would I have? Like, okay, tell me in a meal form. Like
Salad. What is it?
No?
Okay, like dude, it's I love parota and beef curry. Like that's the meal I'm just giving you a hint.
Alright,
If I have to-
okay.
If I have to go for a basic like everyday thing and I can't avoid, that would be like I would go for parota and not like junk, so I'm just avoiding something.
Parota is not healthy.
No, but yeah, I mean the basic thing which you find when you have to eat for a sweet. Yeah.
Okay, so she is full of sweet and you're like, you wish for spice, right? So I guess you should change your Instagram page name to Sweet and Spice or something of that sort.
She's the sweetest person, so she will have all this. It's not like I don't have, I do have, but I have I'll kind of maintain like how much I have. Not these days though, but I used to.
Okay. So one junk food that you know you would never give up, like Aisha would never give up. Sorry, I guess we had a connection problem. I'll just repeat the question. What is that one junk food that you know Aisha would never give up?
Couldn't hear you.
Okay. What is that one junk food that you know Aisha would never give up? Do you get me?
Yeah, tell me, yes.
Okay, what is that one junk food that Aisha would never give up?
Okay, she loves sweet, but she also likes pizzas and I don't know.
What we?
Yeah, I think that's it. Like she will not give up on junk, basically. And it's very difficult, you know, although I've been telling her it's very difficult for her. So yeah, that's one thing I think she will not give up.
Sorry, I did not listen to that. What was it? Pizza and momos, right?
Yeah, she loves sweets, but she also has a thing for momos, pizzas, burgers. So I don't think she's gonna give up on anything.
Okay, so now Aisha, tell me, like, has Suhaima left, like, given up every other junk food that she eats, or is there something that she would never give up?
Yeah, there was a time when
Yeah.
she completely gave up all junk and she was only eating healthy. So I think once she has set her mind, she can control it.
Yeah, but I am back to the routine.
Yeah,
I mean, now I'm eating everything. As in, like, when I was really focusing on my health and weight loss, I completely like stopped everything. And now I'm kind of like being flexible with my diet. I don't want to force myself or it. So I'm being a little flexible.
Got it. So what is that one food that you have not given up yet?
I can't do without ketchup. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like I know. Even when I was dieting and when I was seriously not eating, I still couldn't like do without ketchup. Like that's the basic thing I used to have. Like, or some sauces. Like I know it is not healthy when you think about the salt intake, but I couldn't just give up because I need little bit of something to survive. Like that. I don't know. One thing you really can't
Alright.
live without, like.
Okay. So what, from your perspective, is one Indian specialty dish you think is missed by the rest of the world? Like you should say what is in Aisha's idea, and then we'll just discuss that with her.
Yeah, because like there is so much which you
Okay.
think is the only dish like the people have not tried. Because I think like basic things like idli, sambar, dosa. I mean it's all over the world, okay? But then you can't specify because India, even in smallest of towns, there are different dishes which is only specific to that place.
To that
So,
particular place.
if you see India as a whole, there are thousands of dishes which is like not known outside, other than the basic ones, which you actually take it over to countries outside. So I think the world is missing a lot of dishes to try.
Yeah,
Even
and also
we
okay, like as you mentioned, there are like more dishes that we will have to yet explore in the smaller towns, as you said. We are expecting that from you. Like going further, just go to those places, eat that, and explore, and just share it on the social media feed so that people will get to know that better, right? That's what you're already doing.
that is our goal. Like we would want to do this like in future, like where we actually go to places unheard, not like the usual cafes and restaurants, and kind of bring out the different tastes and let people explore food in general. So, yeah, that's our goal.
That is so nice. Alright, so that's it. We've come to the end of the show. Your questions are done. So thank you very much for that one amazing herb grilled chicken recipe video. I am sure that people will check out after this live session. Thank you for sharing your experiences. It was wonderful hearing from both of you. We liked the show. I hope you guys should have liked it too.
Yeah.
And our viewers must have certainly liked it too. And share with us your experience of participating in the show.
Yeah, it was honestly, this is like my first time actually talking about food so much in public, because usually we know it, but we don't actually like come up live. Although we really wanted to, so this is like one set platform, like we actually could open up about our favorites and how we actually.
And we got to know about each other also.
Yeah, I get to know a lot about you too. Although we know, but then we assume things. We did not actually
talk
know.
about.
Yeah. So it was nice knowing.
Nice that we helped somehow in understanding each other better. Alright, so again, we have one interesting thing. We have coupon codes under your names. So spread a word to your followers. We are going to certainly do it for ours too. So for purchases above ₹999, they can use codes Suhaima 500 and Aisha 500 to avail offer ₹500 offer on their purchase. Kindly spread the word, and thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule, or like you had exams the day before, right?
Yes.
So thank you so much for taking time out and participating. We really loved talking to you. All the best, all the very best for your future endeavors. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.